Now at 6:43, everyone gets them. Most of us are tired of them. We're talking about robocalls.
This message is from the Social Security.
Oh, you hate to hear that. This morning, Chief Investigative Reporter Bennett Haberly joins us live to break down the Stop the Calls investigation he participated in along with our sister stations all across the country. Bennett, what have you guys discovered?
Well, good morning. Basically, what we found is that nobody is immune. This happens to everybody. It's a ubiquitous problem. Ohio got 186 million of these calls in March. I think last month it was 150 million. So it really affects everybody. And the difficult challenge for law enforcement is that there are so many calls. It's almost a losing strategy to go after each call. And from what they tell us, a lot of these robocalls and the operations originate overseas. And that makes it a bit difficult for these law enforcement agencies to go after them because obviously they don't have jurisdiction once they cross our borders. So a lot of times they have to partner with other countries to sort of dig down and try to weed out who's making these calls. There are a lot of regulatory agencies, the FTC, the FCC, they're making some rule changes now to try to curb some of this.
So it's a real group effort here. What can people at home do maybe to protect themselves to help the cause?
Well, one of the best pieces of advice we can give is just to be savvy. Protect yourself by gaining knowledge about how to interact with these robocallers. And the first bit of advice is just don't engage with them. Don't pick up. Goading them or trying to play games with them actually could make you susceptible to more robocalls because what they're actively looking for is active lines. And if you pick up and engage, they think, aha, I've got one on the line. I can sell it to my friend and so on and so forth on down the line. So it makes yourself a little bit more susceptible to that. So we have a list of tips on our website. That was just one of them. Obviously, there's the do not call list. You can sign up for that. There are robocall apps that sort of work to inoculate these types of things. So there are a host of things that we can do to better protect ourselves.
And will those actually work or stop the robocallers?
Well, that's the thing. From everybody we talk to in law enforcement to people who work in the industry, who work on apps designed to curb some of these calls, many people acknowledge that we won't be able to eradicate them entirely. It's almost akin to trying to eradicate germs. It's a lofty goal. But as we mentioned, there are lots of things that we can do to try to better protect ourselves, gaining knowledge that will sort of inoculate this or curb them. If you get a call, write it down if you have to answer. Some people have to answer their phone. So if that happens to you, write down the information. If you're signed up for the do not call list, you can turn those people into the authorities.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bennett. That was so helpful. And now I feel like we have a robocaller expert with us here at 10 TV because we all deal with them. So thank you for getting up early with us. And we also want to mention Bennett will answer viewer questions on Zoom today at noon. So if you go to 10tv.com/robocalls, you'll find the link just before noon today. And also on the site, you'll find more information about robocalls and what you can do to stop them.